Man, it's been a little bit. Why don't we just start off today with a little couple of quests, maybe a little bit of Morning's End, perhaps. Morning's End Part 1 and Part 2. I feel like I might as well knock these out at some point, and just, today may be the day. Today might be the day I do that. Oh, he's coming. Oh, lordy. Okay. Kind of hoping that I don't die from this. I feel this will be kind of a silly one. Let's see, does that do anything? Oh, it just knocks you back down to 20 health. Oh, okay. I literally can't do it. All right, sure. Ooh, that's not spooky at all. How do I use this thing? Use the arrows to aim at your target. Once you have it lined up, press the red fire button. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a weird perspective. Oh, well, just like that, I guess. Cool. And that should be all the sheep. Man, what a deceptively easy quest, huh? Just need to go kill a mourner, go recolor some sheep, and suddenly we're just done. And all in all, we get ourselves Morning's End Part 1 completed. Wow, 40,000 thieving XP. That I see right there, that's pretty nice. And I guess we can just start off Part 2 right away. Oh, we do get a level 2. That's worth. That is worth. All right. I guess let's mentally prepare ourselves for probably a lot of, falls and disappointments, perhaps, because this one's notoriously tedious with the run energy. Oh boy. Oh god. Well, here we are in the Temple of Light. Throw the mirror in. It's pretty fun. And oh, we're doing this now, are we? Okay. Well, here's the fun part of Morning's End Part 2 for everyone. It's time that we just take our best chances at it. Surprisingly good so far. Oh, oh, okay. I guess, just first try it, one and done it. It's just that easy. Although I'm pretty sure you have to go over this like at least one more time afterwards, but dang, that's pretty good. All right, well, now I guess that doesn't really matter if I fall here because we're already out of it. We're gonna have to go back at some point, but let's see what happens. What if I can just get... Oh, okay, never mind. I can't go back. Oh, can't get lucky twice on that. Oh, well. All right, after 10 minutes of just running amok around this place, I guess we're back at this again. Surely we just clear it out again, right? Seems already promising again. I guess it wouldn't be so easy to do it twice. Okay. Second try. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Ooh. 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 Oh, no, it just can't be that easy, right? Holy crap. I only fell once when it actually matters. Holy crap. All right, I really hope that's the last time we have to go through this. Oh, good God. And after many more minutes of just running around, and I'm just absolutely exhausted. We're finally here at the very end of the temple. Oh my God. Oh, God, what happened there? Oh, hey, look, there's the Urkel. How did you get in here? I just literally walked through, Betty. There's a hole in the back of the room, and it's like, okay, crazy. Well, hey, I want to enter this altar, and you know what? Sucks to suck, Thorgal. I'm not gonna do that puzzle because in episode 2, I managed to pull in a catalytic talisman. Phenomenal. It comes in clutch for this very reason because I wasn't going to come back with 50 items to give to this guy just to get a death talisman. And then on the off chance I actually want to come back for whatever reason, this is now set up now. Very good. Oh, and Morning's End Part 2 is completed. I got myself a fat drop of Agility XP, 62. I could technically do Beneath Cursed Sands with this now if I really wanted to. Which means we may be able to unlock Toa. Tempting. Ah, yes. The Colosseum. I will be very confident in doing this. Well, you know, I as confident as I realistically could be for a wave 1 reset thing. I'm doing this more so for trying to get some Sunfire Splinters, just so that I can do the Libation Bowl prayer training method. Because I got a bunch of bone shards and just a bunch of bones in general from, like, I don't know, 50-something moons KC at this point, and I figured that I would like to try and get a little bit more prayer, maybe try and at least hit chivalry. I think I can hit chivalry at least, so that's why I'm doing this, so that I can make moons a little bit more bearable, because let me tell you, praying like steel skin with everything else, it just kind of feels rough to work with, and I would rather just have one prayer to do that all with instead. So I'm gonna do this for a bit. All right, and there we have it. The first Sunfire Splinters on the account. Very good. I like how there's actually a collection log. Right, so I need to get a few more of these, so time to go back in. Well, we have more than enough splinters now. I'm just gonna have to make all the Sunfire wine with this, and then we can finally go ahead and start making all the bone shards and just go nuclear with the XP. Well, now that we're here, let's go ahead and start getting that dopamine rush. Oh, you can just, oh, look at how much it is. Oh my god. And we're starting off with like 56,000 bone shards, but like look at the speed of this, man. Oh my goodness. And I don't have any more prayer. I'm gonna, yep, this is the Fally Shield tech right here. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. And I'm out of prayer again. Okay, so this is kind of the issue when it comes to trying to do this method, though, is that you do need prayer points to spend to be able to get the XP. So this is the closest thing you have to be able to do it, and it's like, you know, it's not bad. It's like it's right here. It's somewhat close, and you just go back and forth, rinse and repeat until you run out. Go back to the bank, get more, and then so on. I may just bring a prayer potion to do this to save myself time from running, I think. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually okay to spend. Maybe I can spend one or two. We'll see. And my last few bone shards. And we have achieved 65 prayer. We can now use 3rd age druidic robes and a staff. How fun. Can't wait to see if we actually get those on these accounts. Huh. But that aside, we have used basically all the bone shards that I currently have available to me, and my god, was that so worth it. That now means that I have Chivalry unlocked, which, I mean, that was already unlocked a little while ago, but we have that and a little bit of bonus. Maybe eventually I will just go do, like, I don't know, the Bone Wall and Camtorum, and just start getting more bone shards, so that I can save up to 70 prayer maybe, because piety is just that much better. But it's going to be a little bit wild because I really CBA to do any other way of doing it. But hey, upgrades where you can get them, people. Upgrades. Guess we're just going to probably send Lunar Diplomacy here instead. I kind of want to just get this one out of the way alongside Dream Mentor as well, so that whenever the crafting grind begins, I can have that, I guess, ready at some point. Although I don't have the magic level to really use Super Glass Make yet. And at the time of this, I mean, the new crafting method with golems wasn't out yet. So it's like, at the time, I'm just sending this because I kind of need to do it anyways at some point. And this will give us, like, access to a couple of other quests in the future. So it's necessary. Oh, lords, it's me. It me. Oh, God. Ah. Man, I'm actually just beating myself up pretty good. Look at that. And he's dead. And I'm out. Oh, my God, I just teleported. Okay. I don't know why for a brief moment I thought, because, well, you can't bring a teleport crystal in here, but I thought for a brief moment it's like, he just cracked. And I'm like, oh, no, I just got taken out of my flash. It's my eyes. The flashbangs are real with this quest. Good God. And so we have Lunar Diplomacy completed, giving us a 60 rune crafting. A little amusing to see that. And we do technically have Lunar Spellbook unlocked, which means you know, a wide variety of things, but we can't use all the good ones, I'd say, until we do at least Dream Mentor, which I guess we can just do like later, a little bit later. I'm not like pressed for it. Well, a little bit of chipping away at the moons, perhaps, and that's 100 KC now at moons with only 3 items to show to my name, I think, which is a little dry, I would say, but it's just how it goes sometimes. I will say having chivalry is pretty good. I mean, since last time I've gotten anything from here, I was at like 59 KC or something like that. 58 or 59 KC, I believe, is my last item. I've done 40 moons since then, essentially. And I would say they have been a little bit more smooth, I'd say, with the addition of chivalry. So turns out, yes, prayers do kind of matter for the for this place with defense and such. So do your skilling, people. Do your skilling. Hello. It's been a couple of days since that last clip, or I guess. So I've been mining away. I've also gotten more bones I've been trying to process through from moons and everything. I feel like I have enough now banked at this point for being able to get to 70 prayer, as it turns out. And yeah, I'm probably trying to go push towards piety. And I guess as a minor spoilers, as you could see in the top left corner there, I do have Final Dawn highlighted as the quest to potentially do on the quest helper. And as it turns out, yes, I'm going to be tackling on Final Dawn, which I don't know what people's consensus is on this quest on difficulty or anything, but it just felt like, you know, there's a juicy 40k lamp that you can put into any skill, or at least any combat skill, including prayer. So I've been eyeing that, and I'm like, surely it's not that bad. I might give it a go. And so thus, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go finish all these bones, and then I'm going to send the Final Dawn. Wow. Took me 40 minutes to get through with everything that I had to deal with. Being with splinters and turning all the remaining bones into bone shards. But I've gotten through all of it now. I had a 42,000 stack of bone shards, and I've already processed to most of them, and this is my last batch here. So here we are. We will reach that glorious level of 70 prayer. Delicious. We do now get piety as our best melee offensive prayer. Very good. It just turns out that it was just like that. This is after a few days of just mining at the bone wall, which I didn't really get to include any clips of because, I mean, it was just off prayer or off like screen and stuff because, like, yeah, well, it's mining. Who cares about mining, right? Really? But that's fine. So now that we have that, I initially thought that I needed to do Final Dawn to make up the last few bits of XP for prayer to get to 70, but turns out no, not at all. We're just gonna get 70 prayer right off the rip, and just send that quest because why not? Ooh, okay. I guess I can't use prayers here. There's also the fact that I think this particular spot in the quest, I didn't realize he doesn't do actually attacks, but he's just, you know, doing this AoE stuff. Turns out in this part of the quest, I know like some of my UI is blocking it, but the teleport crystal apparently does not work here. So I figured that you just be safe, play it carefully and everything. I'm sure plenty of other hardcores have died here because of that reliance on the teleport crystal, and just, you know, this guy just does like typeless damage or something. I don't know. Just one of those parts of the quest that may be slightly sketch. Now, fast forward like 10 more minutes or something, you get yourself another combat encounter. And this one, I will admit, took me a moment to realize that it's like, oh, right. I guess you can also like, you can do prayer flicking here, I guess, or alt flicking. Just, you know, change your prayers every time they attack, because they do attack off cycle. So it's like, it's just obvious you can do that. And don't do what I'm doing. Don't be greedy. Just take it slow, attack one of them at a time or something, and then just realize that, oh right, they are attacking separately. So you can just swap your prayers. So right now what I'm doing is that I'm just doing the usual, just smacking, and then I realize, oh my god, he hurts too. And it's like, well, this is why you just pay attention to what they're doing, and then just go back and forth on mage and range. It's not hard. It's just, I don't know why it took me like this long to figure it out. But here we are. Here we are. And after much deliberating with the queen and whatnots, you know, these emissaries, we, you know, that's just here we are. We're fighting the, I guess, the penultimate boss of this quest. I do recall, very funnily, when I was doing this specific fight right now, that during League 6, the most recent leagues prior to this and this year, I was sending Final Dawn really early on, and with my stats at the time or something, like, even with like, you know, somewhat decent relics. I mean, it was a slow start, slow burn for the leagues. I definitely got melted here, I think, and I'm pretty sure I did actually end up dying here during the leagues, which was very funny to think about as I was doing this fight. But overall, with how strong the stats are right now, and having I cannot stress this enough, having piety, it just feels like I'm hitting like way more and way harder. It's really nice. And now, after much puzzling and doodads, and like 10 minutes later, we have ourselves the final boss of the Final Dawn, Metzli. She's you know, she's just doing her best, of course. I will say this fight, you know, you kind of want to range her from a distance. I'd say you can melee her, but I don't know. With all the movement you kind of have to do, it just didn't feel like I wanted to try and deal with that. So I wanted to play it nice and chill. Not to mention that, like, you know, I get to appreciate a little bit more of the aesthetics of this fight a little bit more. I just took a hit there. Went early. God dang it. Whatever. Yeah, the fight was exceptional, I would say, in terms of just aesthetics and the telegraphy. I don't know. It telegraphs the attacks for you. Telegraphy. I don't know what the word would be for that, but it gives you all the attacks and like where to stand and everything all ahead of time. It's a pretty nice fight all together. And especially during the enrage phase, I will say that part, that's like this was scarier, I would say, for this. But I mean, it's simple, but it just makes it seem like there's a lot going on. And it makes sense. That's kind of just what an enrage phase is all about. Metzli, you traitor! Is he holding a rune knife or something? Oh. Oh. You know, I don't know why, but probably because of how, like, OSRS works when it comes to, like, these animations. God, it just looks so silly with how slow that moved and everything. But, yeah, she just got annihilated by her, I don't know if it's her brother, but, you know, yeah, it's just like, oh, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. And now, we're pretty much in the home stretch of finishing this. And we do technically get Doom of Mokiato unlocked from this. Which, I mean, it's going to have to happen at some point in the future on these accounts, I will say. But at the bare minimum, I'm going to obviously want to have a Scobo, or Scorching Bow, I guess, for the less known for everyone. But that will be probably a little bit later on, because I have so many other things that I want to do first before I start tackling on Doom. That would be a fun time. But anyways, after all is said and done, and I guess it was probably like 5 minutes for you, but we do now have the Final Dawn completed with a lot of XP. Oh, it's 55,000 XP for the Combat XP lamp. I thought it was 40k, but dang. All right. We get quite a few levels of everything. Very cool. This wonderful lamp that I will just literally throw right into prayer, because if it lets you, you really should, because training prayer on an iron, it does get tedious if you don't go dry at Hydra, which is a very strange thing to be in. But we're not there yet. So for now, we take our 55k prayer XP. Doesn't even give us a level. Classic. And not to mention that we do also get the Arcan Blade as a nice little spec weapon. Very good at that, mind you. It does hit really hard, and it does have a modest stab bonus. So I suppose it could be useful for some things that might require stab. Maybe Toa, perhaps. But that will be for another day. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.